In a flower garden bursting with color, Rabbit bounds joyfully through the vibrant blossoms, ready to greet the day. "Good morning, Beatrice," Rabbit calls out, his voice full of cheer as he spots a friend. Shelly Snail, ever so slowly, remarks, "Lovely day, isn't it?" as she glides along a leaf, taking in the garden's beauty. Dark clouds loom over the flower garden, a prelude to the storm. The wind howls, bending the flowers to the ground. Rabbit and his friends huddle beneath a mushroom, their faces reflecting fear. "We need to protect the garden," Beatrice declares. "Let's use my wings to guide the bees to safety." While Shelly adds, "I can create a sticky barrier to protect the smaller flowers." The flower garden, though battered by the storm, begins to glow as the sun's rays pierce through the dispersing clouds. Rabbit and his friends work side by side, their movements fluid as they restore the garden to its former splendor. As the last petal falls into place, Rabbit declares with pride, "We did it. Together we can overcome anything." A solitary wolf trudges through the snow-laden wilderness, its fur coated with frost. Driven by hunger, the wolf's senses sharpen as the wind whispers the promise of a meal. Through the desolate expanse, a glimmer of hope appears. A small, injured rabbit struggles helplessly in the deep snow. The wolf spots the injured rabbit, its eyes fixating on the vulnerable prey. The scent of desperation fills the air as the rabbit fights against the unyielding trap. The snare tightens, its grip unyielding. In the stark expanse of the snowy wilderness, a wolf advances with predatory intent. The rabbit trembles, its eyes reflecting pure terror as the predator closes in. The wolf halts, its gaze falling upon the snare, digging into the rabbit's leg. A flicker of hesitation crosses the wolf's face, a moment of conflict amidst the hunt. The wolf pauses, its predatory instincts momentarily subdued by the sight of the suffering creature. In the snowy wilderness, a wolf's unexpected tenderness unfolds as it gently frees a rabbit caught in a snare. The rabbit, initially paralyzed by fear, senses a change in the wolf's behavior and remains still. A soft nudge from the wolf breaks the silence, followed by its cautious retreat, eyes never leaving the rabbit. The rabbit slowly hops away, no longer a direct target, but forever changed by the encounter. In Farmer McGregor's field, Peter hops into a carrot patch, his eyes gleaming with mischief. Sunlight bathes the plump carrots, promising a feast for the naughty rabbit. In the carrot patch, Peter energetically harvests the sweet bounty, stuffing the vibrant orange carrots into his cheeks. He chomps with unrestrained delight, the sound echoing through the field as he savors the sweetness. The idyllic scene shatters as Farmer McGregor appears, his face flushed with anger, his shouts piercing the air. In Farmer McGregor's field, Peter, caught off guard, scatters carrots and flees, weaving through the crops. Farmer McGregor stumbles in pursuit, his shouts echoing across the field as Peter zigzags to freedom. Peter disappears through a hole in the fence, leaving Farmer McGregor consumed by fury. Peter emerges from the burrow, safe with pilfered carrots. Peter munches, his smug face suggesting another heist. Nose wiggles, planning the next carrot adventure. Rabbit bounds joyfully through the forest, his nose twitching, his heart carefree. His patient friend walks beside him, a peaceful observer of the forest's quiet beauty. Rabbit exclaims, "Hey, Slowpoke, what's taking you so long?" "The berries aren't going to pick themselves, you know," Friend calmly replies. "Patience, my energetic friend. One must appreciate the beauty around us. Besides, rushing leads to mistakes. Remember last time with the skunk?" Rabbit concedes. Okay, you got me there. But still, berries. Imagine all the delicious pies we could make." Rabbit stands at the riverbank, ready to leap into the rushing waters, while his friend stops him. "Rabbit, look at that current. It's really strong. Maybe we should find a safer place to cross?" Rabbit scoffs at his friend's caution. "Nonsense. It looks fine to me. I can make it across easily." His friend's worry deepens. "I know you're a good swimmer, but it's better to be safe than sorry. What if you get swept away?" Rabbit relents, his bravado fading. I suppose you have a point. All right. Well, look for another way." "Thanks, friend." Night envelops the woods, turning familiar paths into corridors of shadow and fear. Rabbit's eyes dart nervously among the dense trees, his fear a palpable presence. In contrast, Friend remains a pillar of calm, his steady gaze a beacon of reassurance as he methodically gathers fallen branches. As flames dance to life, they cast a warm glow on their faces. Rabbit whispers, "I am scared. We're lost, aren't we?" Friend responds with quiet confidence. "Well, be all right, Rabbit. I've got this. Just trust me." Friend adds, "See? A fire will keep the animals away and keep us warm until morning. Well, find our way back then." The forest slumbers under a humid sky, every leaf motionless. The forest awakens as fat raindrops begin to fall, splattering on leaves and earth. Nutsy scurries out of his hollow, chattering excitedly as he feels the cool raindrops. A family of deer, including Pip, seeks shelter under the wide canopy of an ancient oak. In the heart of the forest, Cottontail emerges as rain intensifies, soaking the forest floor. The rabbit finds joy in the downpour, hopping and skipping through the puddles. The bird's song blends with the rain, adding to the forest's harmony. As the rain fades, sunlight paints the forest floor, awakening a renewed joy in the woodland creatures. Nutsy hurries down the tree to gather fallen nuts, while Pip tentatively explores the shimmering puddles. Cottontail, bathed in sunlight, meticulously grooms his fur as the forest fills with jubilant birdsong. The forest is drenched in the setting sun's golden light, peace descending after the storm. Nutsy, Pip, Cottontail, and the birds find solace and joy in nature's embrace, their faces radiating pure contentment. A rainbow graces the sky, a vibrant symbol of hope and gratitude. In the sun-drenched forest clearing, the rabbit boasts, "I am the fastest creature in this forest. No one can beat me in a race." A smirk spreads across the rabbit's face as he taunts the turtle. "Hey, turtle, I challenge you to a race." With quiet resolve, the turtle accepts the challenge. "I accept." The race course begins, with the rabbit and the turtle poised, the squirrel ready to start. The squirrel signals the start, the rabbit explodes forward, and the turtle begins his steady pace. The rabbit quickly distances himself from the turtle, cheers and jeers filling the air. The rabbit, a flash of white, halts near a tempting patch of carrots, his eyes scanning back, but the turtle is nowhere to be seen. A smug grin spreads across the rabbit's face as he decides to indulge in a short nap. He yawns, savoring his easy victory before closing his eyes. Far behind, the turtle continues his slow progress, his shell gleaming under the sun, his determination unwavering. The turtle approaches the finish line, his pace unwavering, as a murmur of surprise ripples through the crowd. Unaware, the rabbit remains asleep under the oak, lost in dreams as the race nears its end. With a final burst of determination, the turtle crosses the finish line. The animals erupt in applause, their cheers echoing across the field, as respect for the turtle's perseverance fills the air. The rabbit wakes with a jolt, his eyes widening in dismay as the sound of victory pierces his slumber. As the sun sets, casting long shadows, the rabbit, humbled, stands before the turtle in the forest clearing. Turtle says, "Well done, rabbit. You have learned a valuable lesson today." Rabbit admits, "I was arrogant and underestimated you, turtle. Your determination is admirable." The other animals witness the exchange, absorbing the lesson of perseverance and humility. Sunlight dances through the forest canopy as Finley and Wolf frolic in the dappled light, their joyous laughter ringing through the trees. In a sunlit clearing, they tumble together in a burst of playful energy, their bond deepening with every shared laugh. Finley, with a gentle nudge, helps Wolf to his feet, a tender gesture that speaks volumes of their unwavering friendship. Wolf playfully nips at Finley's ear, a lighthearted expression of affection that seals their bond in the heart of the forest. Beneath the veil of night, Finley convinces Wolf to sneak into a neighboring farm to steal chickens. Wolf, yielding to Finley's persuasion, places his trust in Finley. Finley's actions spark chaos, endangering them both. Fleeing with stolen chickens, Wolf questions Finley's morality. Finley stands amid the villagers, spinning a fanciful yarn of hidden treasure, their eyes gleaming with hope. Wolf, observing from afar, witnesses Finley's deception, a shadow of disapproval darkening his face. Wolf approaches Finley, his voice laced with disapproval. "This isn't right, Finley. You're exploiting their trust for your own amusement." Finley dismisses Wolf's concerns with a carefree laugh. "Relax, Wolf. It's just a bit of fun. Besides, they're foolish enough to believe it." Finley and Wolf struggle through the mountain pass as snowflakes sting their faces. A deafening rumble echoes as an avalanche breaks loose above them. In a moment of desperate betrayal, Finley shoves Wolf into the path of the avalanche, using him as a shield. Wolf claws his way out of the snow, gasping for air, his eyes filled with shock and hurt. As the sun sets, Wolf confronts Finley in the forest, his face a mask of disappointment. Wolf's voice cracks with betrayal. "I can't believe you, Finley. You valued your own life over our friendship." Finley meets Wolf's gaze, defiant. "I did what I had to do to survive, Wolf. You would have done the same." Wolf's hurt deepens. "No, Finley, I wouldn't have." In the heart of an autumn forest, Squiggy darts around the forest floor, his movements a whirlwind of frantic energy. His eyes gleam with unwavering determination as he frantically stuffs nuts into his cheek pouches. More, gotta get more." Squiggy meticulously hides his nut collection inside a hollow in a giant oak tree. He surveys his work with pride. Safe and sound. All mine. Winter's icy grip tightens around Squiggy as he struggles to reach his hidden nuts in the frozen oak. Desperation claws at Squiggy as he cries out, "No, my nuts! I can't get to them!" Squiggy observes the desperation of other animals in the harsh winter landscape. A family of rabbits huddles together, seeking warmth against the biting cold. Squiggy hesitates, then begins to unearth forgotten caches of nuts. Squiggy extends an offering of nuts to the grateful animals. Squiggy's face lights up with a smile. Maybe having too much isn't so great after all.